talk about the growth of the sport, where do you see the sport going? So let's take a let's take a continuum where on one side there are sports which are purely spectator sports. Let's take the example of Formula One. Like you and I can follow it, but we'll probably never drive a Formula One car. On the other side, I feel like the other side are sports potentially like paddle, where lot of people can enjoy playing, but there isn't enough like the spectator like awe around the sport. Like that hasn't been built. Right. And then there's of course all the different sports in the middle like cricket and football where you can play also and you can go and watch also. So the social and the participation aspect of it I see as a massive potential. But will it become a sport which has TV rights, which has audience, which has fanfare, hero worship, which are also critical for a sport to develop?
And when it comes to hero worship and like spectators and viewers and TV rights, the top players like Coelho, Tapia, Chingoto, Galan, the kind of fan following these guys have, the kind of fandom they have, and the kind of people, the amount of people who watch their matches. For example, like in Malaga, they had a P1, and just the whole stadium is filled, and it is a sight to behold for sure. I feel like it's not reached that point in Asia. I would say maybe not just India, the whole of Asia. But I think it has massive potential because once that the code is cracked, basically once people start getting more involved with it, once facilities become more accessible, once more people start playing, once more people start understanding what paddle is, I feel like the sky is the limit. Because I've seen firsthand, the kind of people who show up for these tournaments and the kind of crowds there are, how crazy people are about paddle. And it'll really shock you. I mean, I've seen people who are just out of their mind obsessed with the sport. And I would say 100%, maybe in the next 2 years, 3 years, for sure, every person in India is going to know what paddle is. 100%. So I feel like a lot of companies need to maybe start considering, like putting that faith and putting that kind of money into an individual, which that specific individual can probably get them 10 times the value of what them funding maybe a tournament or maybe a facility could.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, so many brands, maybe like, for example, even, who can I say? I mean, let's take Neeraj Chopra, for example. After Neeraj Chopra came into, nobody knew who Neeraj Chopra was.
That's the issue, right? It's all like reactive than proactive. Like
and then the second he won a gold, everyone is like, wow. And only after that, people were like, okay, what is javelin?
Yeah.
And he made that sport what it is in India because of that one gold medal. But then again, like before it, and when he's not performing, I mean, when he's not at a tournament, no one talks about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then one day he wins a medal and people are all over social media saying, oh, wow, this. I've been a fan for the longest time. But we know that's not true. But then JSW saw the potential in him and they gave him all the facilities that he needed. And, they are one company who I really look up to because they usually support a lot of athletes in not so, not so out there sports. Like, for example, they don't have like a proper cricket training facility. They don't have like big sports which already have facilities. I feel like they provide for the sports that need facilities because we were fortunate enough to go to the JSW center in Hampi. And when...
Yeah, that's mind-boggling what they've built.
When people tell me that there's no facilities in India, and every time someone tells me that, like my mind goes straight to that facility because it was incredible. I don't even think Europe has facilities like that.
True.
And I feel like what they do for athletes is really good. And I feel like a lot more people should have that kind of outlook towards sports or even athletes in general. Because they take individual athletes and they sponsor them. They don't sponsor like only teams. There are so many people who I saw there who are purely there by themselves. And I feel like a lot more companies should trust the process with athletes in all fields.
True.
Not just tennis, not just badminton, not just paddle, not just pickleball, whatever aspect that they know.
Are there any brands that are supporting paddle in general right now? Have you seen any brands sponsoring, investing in the sport?
Investing in the sport, there are a few.
Either through athletes or through
Through
some other.
athletes, I have not seen a single. In India, not a single thing I've seen. And I know that, like it's a new sport. It's going to take time. And, like obviously people are a bit skeptical about it because, it's not reached its peak yet.
Mm.
It's a lot of what ifs, if nots. But I feel like, paddle is a sport which has no choice but to grow. I mean, it's everything you need. It's great fun. It's highly competitive. You meet very nice people. It's such a social sport. And it's just the thing that India needs.